Hi, Databricks community. We have brand new Databricks free edition workspace. It's really great thing. They have offered all of the features almost for free so that anyone can get access to the Databricks ecosystem and play around with Databricks capabilities of data engineering, data analysis, and machine learning related stuff. We have started set of the videos on data engineering part. Once that gets completed, we will move on to the GenAI application related videos. We have completed Databricks for the beginners, which will give you some sort of good to know things about the Databricks so that you have knowledge of it. Later now we are into Databricks Data Engineer Associate Certification level knowledge. The data skilling for the associate level we are doing through. And in that, I have completed the first chapter for the Databricks Data Engineering Association. That is the associate certification. That is a Lakehouse platform one. Uh, Whatever gaps that were missed in that Lakehouse platform, I will be plugging in as I proceed with the rest of the chapters for this associate certification. Looking at the second chapter, it is the ELT with the Spark. And to do that, let us try to understand here from where we get the data and all. Most likely, the data sources happens to be coming from, at least right when we are trying to learn and all, uh, very common data source is the file system. So where do we go about uploading these files over here? So that's what we have to check through. I'm in the Databricks free edition, and gone are the days where we have to speak about go to compute menu and create a cluster and all. Now everything is serverless, which is really a beautiful aspect. So what we will do, we will concentrate on maybe considering few files, and we will look at how to bring those files onto the Databricks platform, right? Most likely in our working environments, those files will be hosted by the third party or maybe some other team uh, over to some cloud object storage like maybe Azure Data Lake storage or the Google Cloud storage or maybe AWS S3 and all. But in this case, right, we are into learning. So you can grab the file from your local system and upload it to the place that is default set by the Databricks for us, right? So how do we go about doing it? Uh, Earlier, there was provision of something called Databricks file system, which I spoke about in the Lakehouse series as well. But when it comes to working with the Databricks free edition, uh, we do find in the settings the option to enable the DBFS. If I go here, this is what my observation is. If I go to settings and if I go on to the workspace admin advanced option, I did find the DBFS option here. Okay, let me check. So DBFS, it was there, and there was provision of I'm at advanced itself. Why I'm not getting that enabled? Is it? 1 second. Anyway, maybe other. No, nothing is clickable. Let me refresh this page. Yeah, let me filter it now and let me check for DBFS. No, I don't get to find it. Maybe it's revoked or something. I remember I was observing it. It was there. Databricks file system. I was doing it. 1 second. Audit logs, everything we are able to see. But DBFS, maybe they have updated, right? It's not there. Anyway, we don't get to use it. Okay, UI, I think they have enabled it. Leave it. Fine. So the thing that we have to take away here is we don't have DBFS over here to work with in the Databricks free edition. So then how do we go about bringing upon our data onto the Databricks platform? This is where you should be using uh, the catalogs and databases and all. Uh, as most of you know, uh, We have the database and table hierarchy, which is familiar to us from our SQL world. But Databricks gives container on top of the database, which is called as a catalog. That's what you are observing. By default, we have catalogs here. This is catalog. This is a symbol, which is looking much like the cylinder, right? Which is like database itself. But if you again expand it, this is where you are actually finding the databases, right? So catalog symbol is this, and database symbol it's not changed. It is familiar database object that we see here. Now onto these catalogs, we can go about uploading our files. How is it possible? Let us look upon maybe this default catalog given to us, which is the default. Default means that home symbol is there. Let us expand it. In that we have the default database. Let us expand. Here already I have one table. In Databricks, for structured data, you will be creating tables and they are secured. Your catalogs are secured, your databases are secured, and your tables are secured. Likewise, Databricks makes access to the files also secure, and those files are saved in a secure location called volumes. So along with your tables, you can create what we call as volumes for your non-structured data. So the data in the files and all. So that's where let us click on this schema, and let's go to create option here, which gives us create volume. We can give a name to it. Let's call it as sales volume. And again, the types of the volumes is given. We will talk about these later maybe. I will leave it as managed volume. I will say create. Now upon here, you can see once we created the volume, the distinction is made. Under tables, we have employee. Under volumes, we have something called sales volume, which is looking much like the folder, but it is folder on the cloud. So that's why this symbol is there. And path to it is given over here, slash volumes, slash workspace. Workspace is nothing but your catalog name. And this is the database name, and this is the volume name. If you want, you can add description to this volume, add description, let us say, and you can take help from the Databricks assistant to add the description. Okay, so let us generate comment. So this volume sales volume is the in the workspace catalog under the default schema represent aggregated. You have to review it. It's not like blindly we are going to accept what is generated by the Databricks assistant. We have to maybe fine tune it. So let us shorten the text. Okay, let us keep it simple. So this should be fine. I will say accept it, and we are good with it, let us say, right? And let us save it. So that way you can generate description for your different data objects, the databases, the tables, volumes and all. We can do it. Fine. It is there, and let us upload the file now. Upload to this volume. Let me browse through the file. One second. I will just upload one file here. You can skip this part. You can fast forward it. Fine. I chose the file from my local system and let me say upload. So done. Now you could see the sales.csv is listed over here. That's good. If you want, you can add tags and all. They're very important. Uh, Whatever related things are there, you can follow tags. We do tagging over the social media and all, so that it is easy for us to maybe track through the different tweets and all. So here also you can add tags over onto your different data objects that you create. Fine. Now, how do I get path to it? You can get path to it from here. Copy current folder URL. So let me choose it. So let us try to uh, query this file. Before we go on there, let us check for certain other details. Overview is giving us location of the volume, the files in the volume, who created this, and some tags are there means they will be, or otherwise you can add tags onto the existing data objects also. There are other tabs here, files. It is going to just give the list of the files available, the details of the volume, where is the location of it, volume type, storage location default actually, right? We didn't mention storage location of our own. It is coming from the database itself. Permissions related, uh, you have as because you created it, you have all the privileges to grant permissions to someone else over this workspace. But this is a pre-edition. We are the only user here. So nothing as such like you are granting permission to someone else. So this is the details we have from the Catalog Explorer. Now let us try to query this volume from the SQL editor. So let's go to SQL editor. Let us choose the catalog. So that is our workspace catalog. Default database. This is where we have our volume. So after setting these properly, let us go for querying. But before that, we have to start the server, right? So here we are not getting provision of starting it. Let's go to compute, and here let us start this server. Server start warehouse. It should be up and running in few minutes. Okay, it will happen. Meanwhile, let us write a query to fetch the details from that volume. Right? We can say here select 1 second. Select star from that location name. Shall we try that location name? Will this work? No, this is not the way to work with your path and all. If I try to do it, it will complain. So just collapse it. So it says there is syntactical error. So the proper way to do it is you have to mention the type of the file. Okay, file format specifier you have to mention here. We are just pointing to the volume, which is a directory. And in that directory, we will be having certain kind of the files. Here it is a CSV file. So that format specifier you have to mention it here. Okay. Will this be fine now? Let us check. No, it doesn't work. What's the problem? Maybe this quote, it is supposed to be actually in backticks. Backtick. Where do you find it? You find it below the escape key. So give it and let us try it now. It's working upon it and we got the result. Cool, right? But do you see the problem here? Yes. This is a CSV file, comma separated value file. There was header present. You can see region, country, item type. This was a header. So this header is also treated as a data, which we don't want, right? Header is not supposed to be treated as data. It is just the metadata. So this is the limitation of using this kind of approach. Directly trying to query the data from the volume, right? The path, just by using the format specifier. Instead of CSV, you can place here JSON, Parquet, right? Or ORC, like that, or Delta and all, you can place it. But then this is a limitation. I just showed you the example of querying the CSV data. You try with the JSON data and you try with the Parquet data. You will get some samples from online and all. So you upload it and you try. For CSV, this is the case, right? For JSON and for Parquet, you check it out. Okay, is it better than this or is it worse than this? You check it out and try to explore upon it. Fine. So how do I fix it? Okay, actually, this is the legacy way of querying the data from the files, but maybe good enough for doing initial exploration. We get to see here how the data is, that sample and all. Fine. So what is the proper way to actually take look at this? We are supposed to use the read files. Okay, let us try this. See here we have read files option, but let me not say stream message. Let us give read files and let us pass on that location in quotes, not backticks. I'm just placing inside the quotes. Let us execute it. Is this fine? Let us check. This is fine. Fantastic. It is recognizing the header. Okay, headers are coming as the column names. But do you see any other problem? I think this is good. Okay, the header is recognized and also it is inferring the type of the column data. Unit price being float, the ship date being date type. So cool thing. Fine. So that's our select star from read files that we have. But we don't have way to uh, refer to it. At later point, if you want to refer to this data that you have read, there is no way. So that's where you can create a view out of it. Okay, let us say create 1 second. Create temporary view as okay temporary view and let us say sales temp view as and we are good. So this way you are just like in programming languages we store the value by the variable name, right? So to store the okay data fetched by this query, we are creating a view, temporary view. We are saying let us execute it. So you are creating a view. Where do I see it? Will it be listed here? Let us check. Workspace, default, the tables. Under tables, I don't see anything. The earlier employee is there. Under volumes also earlier volume is there. So I don't get to see anything over here for the temporary view which we create. Is this accessible here? Let us try to do. So let's start from okay, sales temp view. Let us do here. Uh, will it be accessible? Let us just select this part. I'm not, let us close it here. Syntactical error is there. Let us close it. So it's gone. Let me select this much and uh, let us say this is highlighted. Let us say run. So it says cannot be created. What's the problem? Let us check. Display the error properly. It's gone actually. Let us bring it up. We cannot be, this is coming under we cannot be found. Verify the spelling. So it's not visible, right? This temporary view which we created is not visible. Shall we just deselect and try to run again? Will this work? Great. Now it is working in one go. When we are trying to fetch, it is working. But earlier we created and later we are trying to fetch it. No, it's unable to recognize because it is a temporary view. Let us try maybe this time we are created, right? This is one query window. Let's go for another query window. Create new query, we will say. And here let us place it. Will this work? Nope, it's not working. It cannot be found, it says. So this is the nature of the temporary views. Their scope is very, very limited. They are limited only to the current execution, current session, we could say, right? So this is the limitation, and you can use them to maybe do initial exploration and some sort of trial and all, right? It's not persisted. The temporary views are not persisted. Even for that matter, the views that you create, right, they are not persisted. Only query text, the view definition will be persisted over the physical storage, not the actual data. So here what we will do next, we will simply create the view. Create view, I will say. Create view, sales temp view as select start from and all we are doing. And this temp I will remove. I will simply make it as a sales view. Will this be fine? Let us check it. Okay. In the same session, we are executing both of the things. Working fine. Great. Shall we try from the other query window? Query editor. So I will remove this temp and let us execute. Is this working? Yes, this works. So views have broader scope. Now let us see, is this created here? Workspace catalog, default database, tables. It shows now two tables are there. If I expand, it is saving it as a view, sales view. It is stored. The query text is stored, and we have the schema for it. And further, if you want details, you can go to Catalog Explorer and you can check it. We are in Query Editor. In the Query Editor, for quick accessibility, all of the list of databases and tables is given. But for more details, we should be going to Catalog, and we have to go to our, the this is Catalog Explorer. This is the catalog, and here tables, and we have the sales view. Its details we get it overview, fine. And how we definition is stored. I told you just the definition will be stored. So we have the definition here. Sample data, it can fetch for you, though it's not actually storing. It will fetch the sample data from the underlying table. So sample data, we get it here, the details. This is a view, these are the properties, and so on and so forth. So permissions also there. History is there. Okay. You don't have histories. You can look at the base tables for their histories. Views don't have histories basically, they say. And lineage, uh, okay, how it is created, all that, right? You get to see here. We wrote different query and all. So that information we are finding here. See lineage graph, let us say. So it says here, this is something that we created from the sales volume. We created it from the sales volume, the sales view. So that information we get to see here. That is a lineage. Okay, it's a complete graph it is giving from its data source. We have one more option here, insights, which tells us who is accessing this data frequently, which notebooks are accessing this data frequently, all that. We don't have enough data for it, so it is blank, right? So those are your views. And earlier in the examination, they used to ask about the global temporary views. Let us check if we can create them, but Databricks doesn't recommend using them. Let's go to SQL editor, and I'm going to the previous query here. Instead of create view, let me say here, create a global temp view. Whether this is supported or not, we have to check. Let us see. Okay, global GT. I will place it here. If it works, well and good. Otherwise, as I'm telling, this is deprecated. Hmm. It says here, not supported with Databricks SQL. This is what, right? In notebooks and all, you get to create them. Okay. But here in the SQL editor, it's not supported with Databricks SQL. It says we don't need them. We can create views directly, and we don't need something called as global temporary view. You can create them from the notebook. Let us check it. Let's go to workspace. Let us grab this text, right? Why to repeat it? Let's go to workspace. Here, let us go to sample notebook that we have. Any notebook, you just open it. And here, let us check code. Let me place it. Anyway, we will just put it across multiple cells. We need not worry about creating the cluster now. Notebook can be directly connected to the serverless. It is connected already. Let us run it. Create global temp sales. Will this work? Let us check. Hmm. It says we have invalid syntax. Did you get why this is happening? This is a Python notebook, but I wrote SQL query here. Let us change it. Let us execute. It took a while, but then it says it's not supported with the serverless. Maybe if you have your own cluster, this would have been possible, but in serverless, they have completely stopped supporting it, and it's gone, right? You can't create this. So these are deprecated. If you happen to come across some old code base, maybe right, you are working upon, upgrading the version of the code base and all. Just remember, this is piece of the code which needs to be eliminated in the newer versions, right? Okay. So this is about the different temporary views and all. If you look at your ELT with Apache Spark from the associate exam guide, we have done with all this extract data from the single file or from the directory of files. We did from the directory of the files. Similarly, if you just have single file, you extend it. Just give a complete path till the file and it should be working fine. Identify the prefix included after the from keyword as data type. This is what we did. Select star from CSV dot file path we give. Create view temporary view as a reference to the file. We did this. There are CTs which we will talk about later. Next year, we are talking about identify the tables from the external sources are not delta lake tables. But here we have only the provision of creating the tables from the volumes, right? We are only uploading the data there, and that provision we have. I don't have the setup at this time to show you on the external tables. Maybe we will check it out later. Fine, let us consider now this location we have here. If I try to create table, just a second, let me open new query editor. Here, let us take help of this Databricks assistant. Okay, let us ask create CSV based external table from the my sales volume. Okay, let us ask. Let us see what it will do. Okay, let us first verify is this correct. Create table my sales volume external using CSV options. Path is so and so, header is so and so. Let us say accept it. Let us fix it. Okay, path is path equals header equals info schema equals, right? And let us execute it. It says here UC file scheme for table creation not supported. Creating table in Unity catalog with file scheme DBFS is not supported. So these volumes are internally DBFS itself, Databricks file system itself. It is being rebranded. And anyway, DBFS is not the go-to option for our production workloads. And they have volumes now, right? That's why again they have abstracted the usage of the DBFS. Fine. So you can't create external tables over this Unity catalog enabled workspace by using the default storage. This is something that you have to remember. Maybe next time, right, I will be showing you how you will be creating the external tables while I demonstrate the Databricks Unity catalog. Right. As of now, just remember this is how you create your external tables, and this path is not supposed to be DBFS. This is not supposed. What happened here? I'm referring to it as a DBFS. I didn't check it. So let us do one thing. Let us go to workspace. Let's go to default. Let us pick up on this. Okay, insert volume. This is where we would like to insert its path. So let me go and say insert volume name. It's coming in double quote. We don't. It's coming in backticks. We don't want backticks. Let us remove. Let us try again. Will this work? Again, it says invalid parameter. Right? It's not accepting the path like this. Slash volumes and all. Let us try. And again, I didn't see that error properly. Let us expand it. Invalid parameter value. Invalid missing cloud file system scheme. So here it didn't expect the path to start from volumes. Let us start it from DBFS and check. Again, if you start it from DBFS, it will complain that DBFS is not supported in the Unity Catalog enabled workspace. So, as I told, right, in these Unity Catalog enabled workspaces, you can't create the external table by using the DBFS path. I think maybe for some of you, the external table concept itself is not known. I recommend you watch the uh, managed versus external tables video from my Databricks 101 series. Clearly, with the example I have stated there, it is with respect to the community edition. And in the community edition, they do support for creating managed and external tables, right? And external tables can be created using the DBFS itself. So I have demonstrated there the clear distinction between what do we mean by managed entities and external entities. Why I'm calling them to be entities. Here, as you saw earlier, your volume can be of managed type and external type, just like how the tables can be of managed type and the external type. So that's the reason I just took the general name entity, right? So let us uh, okay, close on this video here, and we will continue the next topics from the other video clip. So still here we have come. So next up, they say create table from a JDBC connection and from an external CSV file. This is what we can't do it from the external CSV file. Table from the JDBC connection, I will show you in the Unity catalog video. We will connect to the Azure, maybe MySQL database server or the JDBC one. That is JDBC is everything is a SQL server JDBC connection only. Anyway, we will discuss about it later. So this is the initial part of ELT with the Apache Spark. Next up, we will look at how will you count the number of null values in a given column, all those, and then duplicating row-based specific columns, all these, right? We will cover eventually all these topics in the upcoming videos. Thank you.